doing this intro might help if I unmute the microphone on OBS. Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are starting something new today. This is Dying Light the Beast. Sorry, we sat on that Techland logo for so long. I was like shoving my headset in my ear going, did they, is there music playing? Is this like an animation? Nope, it's just the static logo and you have to hit skip to go past it. That's weird. But, But Dying Light the Beast, guys, I honestly, I was going to skip this game. I was really, not skip it, but, kind of like, we'll play it at a later date, because I love Dying Light. The first game, I loved the game. I'm not sure if I should say I loved the game, because it's like, oh, I play it all the time. I don't. Because I think the last time I played it was when I played the first one on the channel, and then did my playthrough of the second one on the channel, and that's the only time I played the second one, so... But yeah, but again, even though I only played it a couple times, I very much enjoy Dying Light, the gameplay, everything, the scavenging, the zombies, just just taking off things' heads. It's always goofy fun. The parkour system, I've always said, is shockingly good for when it came out. And I think it still holds up, seeing that they still essentially use that same parkour system. Which I also thought would be weird in first person, because I remember back in the day, Mirror's Edge, that game used to make me almost vomit, but it really works for Dying Light. But we'll see things as we go. I played kind of the first hour so far of this game. It's pretty good so far. It's very typical Dying Light. Kind of the highlights. We got Kyle Crane back with Roger Craig Smith reprising the voice acting role. This game, I believe, I'm trying to think of the timeline here. This game takes place 8 years after Dying Light the Following, which was the DLC from the first game that I didn't play. Yeah, no, really, AJ, you didn't play the DLC? No, I didn't. That was back in the 360 era where I didn't play DLCs when that thing first came out. It's 8 years after the Following, where Kyle became a hybrid. That was in the Following, and it takes place, I think is what I read, before Dying Light 2, where we played as Aiden. So, it sort of bridges the gap, and I think we get a reference to somebody who I think is Aiden in this game. I'll point it out when we get to there in the game. But all in all, it's still the same old, head smashing fun. If I had like one big complaint so far, is I just think the animation and the graphical style is very much generations behind, but it's not awful. It's not bad. I still, it's very Dying Light, and I dig it. If anybody's curious where I was yesterday, because I think I took a day off. Sorry, I had to get stuff ready for school. I've got my hopefully last 8 weeks finishing up some classwork and getting the last couple credits, and I should have my degree. So that's awesome. Getting ready for that. Anything else? I know. I'm starting another new series. I know it's frustrating when I do that, and I have so many ongoing series. But I think nope. We have another one at the very beginning of October. We are playing. I'm playing Ghost of Yatai. Yatai. I'm going with Yatai till I hear differently. And I know somebody's going to say, "Really, AJ, you're going to play that game?" Because that game is apparently now being boycotted for so many different reasons. Mainly because one of the lead developers came out and showed that they were all fucking ghoul. But that's beside the point. I got the collector's edition well before all that shit came out. Mostly I got you're going to say, really, you paid for the collector's edition, AJ? I wanted the mask. I got the mask from the first game. I love the first game. I want to give this game a shot. I want to try and put all the negative shit out of my head and play the game and enjoy it. But I just wouldn't have the set of masks up on my office desk, so that's the big reason I did it. I don't know why. I am trying to defend my purchasing habits, and all of that. Let's actually get into this game. We'll watch the recap, hop into things. Sorry I rambled there at the end. That's just my style. It's a style choice. If I had one big complaint of what I have played so far. It's the fact that we do we have this like recap,
Crane, and I survived
and then we do another one once we start the
virus
game.
Hit, I was a mercenary for hire, selling my skills to the highest bidder. An organization called
And they're a
the
little
GRE
different, too.
dropped
That
me
bugs
into the
me.
quarantine city of Haran to recover a top-secret file from a rogue agent. Right after landing, I was attacked by a pack of infected, but a group of survivors saved me. The one who pulled me out was Jade. If it wasn't for her, and the others at the tower, I'd be just another undead freak wandering the streets. And then there was Spike. He was like a brother to me. Turned out Haran wasn't what the media was selling us. The GRE had dropped me into the middle of a nightmare. The virus had ripped through the city, turning people into monsters. But the biggest monster of all was Rice, a warlord who ruled the city with an iron fucking fist. He was the one who stole that secret file. Turns out the GRE weren't the humanitarian agency they pretended to be. They didn't want a cure. They wanted a weapon. I managed to stop them, but in the process, I lost everyone I cared about. And then, I escaped Haran and hid out in the countryside.
The events of the
Where
following.
a strange cult had taken control. The Children of the Sun followed a religious leader they called the Mother. She did something to me. She changed me. Clinging to my last shred of humanity, I was hunted by the GRE for months, for years. Finally, they caught me, locked me in a cage like an animal. And then, the real horror began.
Yeah, so essentially they grabbed him, black bagged him, and now he's being experimented on to become the perfect weapon. We're going to be playing on survival, the basic difficulty. Go standard HUD. We're going to play single player because me, I don't like my online shit if I can avoid it. Well, at least while I'm playing with you guys. And my audio keeps cutting. That's weird. I'm playing on PS5, by the way, if anybody didn't notice or cared. Yeah, my sound and everything
My name is
just
Kyle
keeps
Crane, and I'm dying.
ducking out. I don't know.
How the hell did I get here? In 2014, a
Could be my
virus was
headset's
devastating the
dog
city
shit.
of Haran in Turkey, turning people into undead monsters. Wanting to help, I joined an organization called the GRE that claimed they could stop the spread and save the world. They lied. 99% of the global population was wiped out. Those left fought to survive every day, but infected known as volatiles owned the night. They were fast, relentless, and damn near impossible to kill. Miraculously, some of us discovered we had a form of immunity to the virus, but our fate was worse than the infected. We were hunted, captured, and subjected to brutal experiments. I've survived 13 years of torture.
See, it dipped out again for a second. Again, I don't know if it's
But I
my
can't take
headsets or
anymore.
what. If you guys are hearing it too, tell
I'm
me
at
so I
peace
know I'm not
with dying.
insane. Like I said, my headsets are just old, so, I mean, it could be that. But tell me,
But I swear,
Crane wasn't
if I had the
immune.
chance to do just one thing,
He got infected in the first
kill
game,
the bastard who's behind all this.
and then became a hybrid in the DLC. He was never immune. I mean, that was my frustration. I'm like, I feel like these games aren't lining up, or the recaps weren't lining up. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean,
Vitals stable. Synaptic test on.
oh yeah, if anybody's wondering why this part's coming up so late tonight, yeah, I'm gonna blame Techland for that, the developers, because hey, why are you releasing your games in the middle of the day? When I decided, It's still a couple hours till the game comes out. I'm gonna take a nap. Wake up. Oh, it's 4 in the afternoon. Shit. Okay, from that angle, does that guy look like Idris Elba's character from Phantom Liberty?
Hurry!
Is it just me?
Help me! Quick! Get him up! Damn, I can't get these cuffs open! Hold on! Okay, got it! On the ground! Now! You too! Take him!
Yes? You want him out? It will be dangerous. If he finds out... Yes, I'm in.
Almost there. Extraction complete. Stem cells ready. Proceed with Subject Alpha. Status report, now. Extraction complete, sir. We're just about to administer the serum to Subject Alpha. I'll do that myself. He's delirious. He's running a fever. It's remarkable. His body keeps trying to fight it. Rise and shine, Crane. How are you feeling? Not quite like yourself? Not surprising after what we've put you through. Though I must say, you've proven quite resilient. Too resilient. Stubborn. Rebellious. Which is why I'm writing you off. I found a new test subject, someone very promising. So I won't be needing you
See,
anymore.
that him, I believe that's
than
Aiden.
you ever were.
I'm gonna kill you.
After all these years, you
I'm
still
gonna.
have some fight
I
in you.
think that's
It would be
Aiden from
admirable if
Dying
it
Light
wasn't
2.
so pathetic.
I could be totally wrong,
Let's see what
but
a double dose
that's
does
my
to him.
guess.
It could be lethal. If it kills him, so be it. A noble sacrifice for the greater good.
I mean, no, that guy looks too big to be Aiden. Especially because this is 8 years before.
Initiate the procedure.
This is like 8 years before, or no, like 13
Notify me
years
of
before
any
Dying Light
developments.
2. Yeah, it's probably.
Understood,
I don't know. Tell me your theories. Tell me if you think I'm fucking crazy. I mean, plus this guy wouldn't have been the guy who experimented on Aiden because that was a different guy. But I mean, again, with the amount of time between
Ready
these
for
games, they
something?
could have been moved or something. I don't know. I just feel like hiding his face and like it would have just been like this would have just been a nice nod to having.
Damn it! He's waking up! Hold him still! Eject him! Quickly!
It would have been a nice nod to Dying Light 2. Again, it was just kind of a way to kind of like connect these stories a little bit more. But again, I might be totally wrong in looking for a connection where it isn't there.
Wake up, damn it.
What the hell?
Chris, do you hear me? You need to grab the radio. The radio. That's it. Almost there.
I've got the radio. Who is this?
My name's Olivia. I'm going to get you out of there. But you need to go. Now, while they're still distracted by that monster that broke free.
Who are you?
Don't worry about that. Just get moving. Go. The doors behind you are blocked.
Okay,
But I found another
this
way.
is what I was talking about, like graphically or animation-wise. Like you see,
There's a ventilation
this
duct on the
crawl
other
doesn't
side of
look
the room,
right.
Behind the bed.
My guess is because this might be the only section which we're crawling around, so the animation's a little, because like you can see his arm kind of down. It looks slidey and weird. Maybe it's just the first person perspective, but it doesn't look right. Because usually you don't crawl in this game. You crouch, but you don't crawl. So I'm gonna guess that this is one of the only times that we do that. Well, sometimes though, when you're standing on certain ledges or whatever, the animation will get a little weird with the running, but I think that's to kind of give you that feeling of balance or being on the edge of something, which this game does very well, or at least the first two games did very well. It was kind of give you that sense of being up high, which I hate that feeling, but it's really well done. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and bitch and, oh, this game looks terrible. No, but I still think it does look a few generations behind. It doesn't look like we advanced that much from the 360. That's still my statement.
Where am I?
Now I know what this felt like. This felt like a much shorter version of the intro to Phantom Pain.
What the hell happened here?
Clearly the zombies are out.
A subject got loose and went on a rampage. Just keep moving forward. The room on the left. Go inside. It's a storage room. On the shelf, you'll see some adrenaline. Inject yourself.
Okay, I love this. I love this upcoming line from Crane.
My heart's pounding like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you just shot up with adrenaline. That's what it does. my heart's racing. Yeah, it does that.
What now?
Now, you need to get back to the main corridor.
Okay, this is gonna sound like a weird question. Does anybody find it odd he's wearing shoes?
The doors aren't opening.
Hold on. Try them now.
I'm sorry, as you can see, I'm just sitting here pressing buttons. But yeah, I find it odd he's wearing shoes. I just feel like, why would you have him wear, like, specifically, like, what seem like pretty sturdy boots? But why? I get it, so he's not, like, free running barefoot later on, but I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Get all that raspberry jam out of him. Cover the screen with it. So yeah, we can fist fight zombies in this one. Is that necessary? Absolutely not. It's one of my favorite characters from film. Patches O'Houlihan would say, "Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?" Probably not. Well, I do it anyways because it's sterile and I like the taste. If nobody remembers that movie, that was Dodgeball. Fantastic Vince Vaughn film.
The door on the left. Try squeezing through.
I'm so glad that movie never got a sequel. It didn't need a sequel. Just let it be.
Yeah, I do. But how do you see it?
Anybody out there watch the Happy Gilmore sequel?
Keep moving. Use the ventilation system.
I know, I just broke away from the from the game there, but I mean, come on, this is tutorial level. Sneak through the lab, open the vent, yada yada yada. But seriously, did anybody watch the Happy Gilmore sequel that Netflix did recently? I'm like, it was such a dumb decision.
The main
You know,
operating theater.
time's passed.
The
It's
way
way
out
too
is on the
long.
other
It
side.
just, I love Happy Gilmore.
Try
Don't
to
get me
avoid
wrong,
the
but
infected.
ugh,
You're
you
still
don't
weak.
need a sequel. I'm the only one who finds it weird. You're still weak. I know you just bludgeoned a zombie to death with your second death with your fists, but you're still weak. Although I guess this is a lot of zombies. You don't want to fight like just hand to hand.
Oh, shit.
You know, it took me a bit to find, just kind of to find exactly what the right direction to go was. But once I saw that light there, I gotta say that's nice signposting. You know, where they're kind of like just showing you where to go with that flashlight. I would say it's subtle. You know, it's subtle enough that I didn't catch it like at the very first second. But once I got a little closer, my eyes immediately picked up on it.
Tricky how?
I think some people would say, really, you're just unobservant, AJ, which is
What?
It's where
fair.
they keep the infected they use for research.
There's no other way around.
Sorry.
It's locked.
Hold on. I can't open it. Use the doors behind you. We'll go through section B. But be careful.
Why? What am I walking into?
Imagine a morgue where everything moves and wants to kill you.
Fuck, great. You use the cameras to see me, right?
Yes,
Was anyone else watching?
maybe.
And then I guess I better hurry.
You're going to have to find your way through.
I guess this'll have to do.
You know, you guys couldn't give me a bladed weapon to start? If you didn't know, one-handed maces, my least favorite weapons in these games. Pretty much, I load my inventory with two things: guns and machetes. But I do that because, oh jeez.
The door straight ahead.
I didn't fully see it like in the moment, but I guess that is some pretty sick modeling, you know, like with the bashed in head.
Take the lift up. There's an evacuation tunnel up there.
At this point I was playing it, I'm like looking around at these guys going, this is where it breaks, where everything's gonna get nuts. I'm gonna have to fight all these guys hand to hand. Just me and a lead pipe. Yeah, man, I never liked the maces in this game. Nothing against them. I mean, they're fine weapons, if you need them. But I prefer the blades, just because you get the chance of the instant
Not
decap.
opening.
I'm working
So
on it. Damn it.
that's why I always go for swords.
Wait, let me try the emergency override. All right, the elevator is coming. But the other doors are opening too.
All right. Come on. Come on!
I love how you get these like little finishers every so often, like that. The problem is because of the screen effect, it's kind of hard to see them. Yeah, and it's so fast. Like you don't. I said this in the with Doom Dark Ages. but the executes are too fast. You know, they need to be slower so you can kind of like revel in it.
Unbelievable.
And that's part of the fun.
What just happened to me?
The Baron reshaped you into something new. The elevator. Get in, quick.
What the hell is this place?
It's a research facility where the Baron conducts his experiments.
And I was one of the test subjects.
You were the main test subject.
What's going on?
Someone doesn't want you to get away. Time for me to go. I'm sorry. You're on your own now. You need to get out any way you can.
Shit!
Am I the only one who thinks it's weird that we went to third person there for a second? Just decline, you know, like we see the hands pull himself up over the, you know, the out the exit hatch. But we know what Crane looks like. He's not a faceless protagonist, so why kind of do like the ooh, we almost showed you his face? Like, well, I guess we haven't seen Crane's face yet, and there's going to be a scene. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be in this one, because I'm not sure where I'm going to cut the video. I might cut the video a little shorter, like once we get out of the lab. I might cut it a little shorter, just because it's so late tonight. Part 2 will be up tomorrow, so you won't have to wait long. I've already got it, you know, most of it recorded, so I just got to throw in the commentary, so it's no big. But yeah, so I guess we actually get a really good look at Crane's face in the next part. But yeah, I guess they're kind of waiting for the reveal of his face and what's up with his eyes. So I guess that's why they did that. Though I will say this, there are some actual like real third-person cutscenes in this game. Like they, you know, we don't just watch everything from Crane's POV, which I personally really like. Just because it gives the game a more cinematic vibe instead of the what's the vibe I'm thinking? It's right there. The volume cut again for a second. That's weird. But yeah, so it gives the game a little bit more of a cinematic feel to it than watching everything from first person. Like something like Starfield I've been playing just off to the side every so often. Yes, I know, I'm trying to get back into Starfield. It's not awful. But my issue with it is that every scene is in first person, so you lose this kind of like a cinematic quality to the game. It's something that worked for Bethesda a while ago, but when you compare it to a lot of modern games, I think a lot of cutscenes and dialogue moments really lose a little bit of their weight because of that. But either way, guys, we're gonna call it quits here. Thank you so much for watching. Social media down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, I know it's late. Thank you for watching. I will have part 2 up tomorrow, and we'll not sure, maybe I'll do something else in the afternoon, or maybe do a third part for this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do just yet, but you'll know it when it's up. So thank you for watching, guys. As always, you're the best. Social media in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Till then, guys, I'm out.